Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good week. We're on Wednesday now, guys. I'm doing this video because the two pieces of news that broke yesterday have got me very concerned. So let's talk about it before we go into talking about the sponsorship from 3 Retro. Nicholas Fulkrug has gone on loan to Werder Bremen. Why we can't sell him is the big question. The cunt's still got 2 years left on his contract. Who the hell gave him such a long contract? And two, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is also off on loan with an obligation, possibly at least by the time of this recording, it looks like it's going to happen to Aston Villa. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, as I say, is because I'm concerned. I think there's something systematically wrong with football in general, not just West Ham, but let's talk about it. But as always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they are currently supporting and have been since COVID a hell of a lot of food banks. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those less fortunate than you and I. But if you want to make a purchase through the channel shop link, there's an animation that's up. Where are we? It's up here for the designs that I've made. There's 10% off if you use the code OLAS, but until the end of the transfer window, you get 10% off if you use that code. So go check that out as well. But yeah, guys, honestly, I am worried about this. Okay, it's not just the wages that is ridiculously high for these guys, and which is looking like the reasons why we can't shift them off on a permanent basis. Now, I get the reasons why they're going out on loan, because they're a relegated side players, especially Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who, by the way, basically down tools once we got relegated. Once it was all but confirmed we got relegated, which is one of the reasons why Carl Walker-Peters has not been able to. So he's kept Wan-Bissaka out of the side last season. He's former Hammer of the Year. Yeah, 2 seasons ago, Hammer of the Year. Down tools. Nicholas Fulkrug. Disappointed with that guy, like most of us, because at the time I even said, yes, okay, he did well for Germany in those Euros, but that's it. But anyway, it's under a new regime now to a lesser extent for the recruitment. You know, things are looking slightly worse and slightly better at the same point. You know, because it's same old West Ham. I did a video about this a couple of months ago, that there weren't going to be any incomings until sales were done, which proves that we're skint. I've said it many times. We're a lot skinter that everybody is willing to accept, or at least talk about. And as a result of this, guys, my words are coming to fruition, because again, what's happened since the start of the transfer window? Okay, yes, okay, we gave them a little bit of leniency in relation to all the stuff, you know, with David Sullivan stepping down, but still having all his shares. You know, Karen Brady going just before the end of the season. You know, the recruitment team changing around, but at the same point, it's been exactly the same West Ham. Exactly the same West Ham. Players leaving before players coming in. You know, don't get me wrong. Signing Veltman seems to be a great idea. Signing Solomon seems to be a great idea. You know, had made a fantastic debut against Burnley, and also for that matter, you know, Engels seems to be a very highly rated midfielder, not just by certain people, but also Niels Coppem is you know, big fan of his as well, which is one of the reasons he's come in. Fair enough. Happy to wait, as we always have to do, wait and see until the end of the season to rate these players and see how it is. Pirro, as I said in the video yesterday, not exactly enthusiastic about it, but because of the injury to Pablo, we've had no choice but to bring somebody in. And this is the problem. We are threadbare. Players are leaving, hardly anyone's coming in. Does it mean that this means that we can have more academy boys in there? Or does it mean this is stereotypical fucking West Ham that is literally just, sorry if you can hear that in the background. It's my landlord's dog. He's pining for his landlord at the minute. He's like pining for his owner. Can't, he's upset, bless him. But yeah, as I say, yeah, to me, this is stereotypical West Ham. It's gone from big shining light at the end of the tunnel, huge shining lights at the end of the tunnel at the start of the season when we thought, great, there's going to be a brand new system in charge, brand new way of doing things, and the light is now that big. Because not even that, I'd say that big, really, tighter than a tighter than a duck's chuff. Basically, that's how little in comparison, I'm feeling about this, because we are letting players go that don't want to be here. Fine, happy with that. Happy with players to go that don't want to be here. Understandable. But we've still got Todido to get rid of. Yeah, we've still got. Apparently, Alvarez is kicking up a fuss left, right, and centre at the minute because he thinks the midfield's over flooded. Well, prove yourself. Prove yourself. You know, just don't whinge. Just go out and do it. I have no problem with anybody complaining as long as they go out and prove why they're complaining is the right thing for them to do. Yeah, it's like if you work with somebody whinging all the time but does nothing to correct what they're whinging about, just sits there and complains about it and does nothing to suggest how to fix it. That's Alvarez at the moment, from what I'm reading. Diouf looks like he's going to be very, very close to moving to Brentford, between 40 to 50 million quid. Because they want, apparently West Ham want 50 plus add-ons. I wouldn't be at all surprised if that move happens within the next few weeks. Literally the next few weeks, because in a fortnight's time, the transfer window is closed, and you won't be able to get your OLAS discount as well, for that matter. And this is what worries me. For those who've been watching this channel since day one, there's not many of you, but anyone that's been watching this channel for the last few years, usually around about now is the time where I start to worry like everybody else, especially under these circumstances. We've got more games than we've ever played for the last 14, 15 years ahead of us. We've got less players, right? Even Burnley have got younger players, younger average squad than we do. I'm worried. I am genuinely worried, and I know you guys are out there as well. This is not a rant video in any shape or form. It's just me reporting what I was reading yesterday and what has been permeating upstairs as a result of it. But as I say, all well and good to get rid of players. We've still got Todido to go. It looks like if everything goes through, right, in terms of Diouf leaving to Brentford, Wan-Bissaka going to Aston Villa, potentially Magassa, because apparently he looks like he wants off. His ego's got to him by the looks of things. If we're looking, okay, so let's say for argument's sake we've got 2 weeks left and we've got Wan-Bissaka off, Fulkrug off, Todibo off, Diouf off, Diouf off, I should say, to make it a little bit easier to pronounce, and also Magassa and Alvarez. That's 6 players that we've got to replace within a fortnight. Can't see that happening in any shape or form. Really can't see that happening. Can't see all 6 leaving, and that's the worrying thing about it. That it really, really is, because they're all on Premier League wages. It's the same issue. It's exactly the same issue that Leicester had that caused them to get relegated. Premier League wages. League One players still on Premier League wages. Championship team playing Premier League wages. Yeah, it's a worry. But guys, put your comments in the comment section below. I know I've rambled on for slightly longer than I wanted to. But guys, yeah, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking on this. I'm sure a lot of you will agree with me on this, that this is worrying times. But hopefully, at the same point, hopefully in a fortnight's time, literally 2 weeks today, you and I are talking about we've got rid of all the shit and we've brought in decent players, or we've promoted some academy players to their full time. I mean, Orford. Maybe Alvarez is shitting himself because he's seen how well Lewis Orford is playing. There's that potential. There's that possibility, and he's shitting himself because he's seen how Engels is training. Yeah, this could be a reason. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Look after yourselves, take care, and I will see you tomorrow for the first London derby of the championship, the Charlton Athletic preview. So that's going to be coming up around. That's going to be coming up at 3 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. So look after yourselves. Take care. Hit your notifications, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. All the best now.